Brothers and sisters of Trinity, have you ever planned a trip without really knowing where it was you were going or what you were planning for? You'd probably have a lot of questions. What kind of clothes do you pack? When are we going to leave? Where exactly are we going? How are we going to get there? Who's driving the car? How long are we going to be gone? That's a little what the last 2 weeks have been like for the teachers and for the school staff. We understood the concept of distance learning, but none of us had ever had to implement it before on this scale. There were a lot of questions. How much material do we send home? What's the best way to communicate with parents and students? How much should we really expect parents and students to be able to do at home? How long is this going to last? To me, it feels a little like the situation that Joseph found himself in. His circumstances seem to change almost daily, from favorite son to hated brother to slave to head of household to prisoner to warden's assistant to Pharaoh's second in command. The one thing that was a constant for Joseph in his life was his Lord. And Joseph never forgot that. Later in his life, he told his brothers, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good." It's good for families to be able to spend a little extra time together. It's good for teachers to be able to learn some new skills and techniques. It's good for us to acknowledge the blessings and the freedoms that sometimes we take for granted. God can and does bring good out of every situation. Let's keep trusting in Him. Here's what we've been doing. We've established a system for remote learning based on the students' grade levels. We've established a regular method for the exchange of materials. We have implemented virtual learning for students in the upper grades. We are continuing to monitor student progress through regular communication with our parents. We schedule question and answer sessions and tutoring sessions as they are needed. We adjust plans to continually changing circumstances. And at this point, the teachers are mostly working from home. Here's what we know. We know that we're going to conduct remote learning until at least April 24th or until the order changes. We know that our system is sustainable. We know that it's within the guidelines of the Safer at Home order issued by Governor Evers for parents to come to school and for teachers to be at school for purposes of remote learning. We know that what we are doing is similar to other schools, both public and non-public. Here's what we don't know. We don't know how long this is going to last. That's simply a fact. We don't know what effect this is going to have on events later this spring, like end of the year field trips and graduations. We don't know how this is going to affect our plans for what the teachers do this summer, or even what the start of school will look like next year. So for right now, we're going to continue with our current plan. We're going to keep parents and congregation members informed as best we can. We're going to maintain the same excellent Christian education as when students and teachers are in the building. And we're going to continue to trust that the Lord will carry us through. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns. Take care, and God bless.